Welcome. I'm super excited today about the conversation because I have an amazing entrepreneur.
Thank you so much.
Kerem from Turkey originally, living in Miami now. Just had your first exit. It's been incredible to see your experience, your growth, and how you evolved as an entrepreneur. I remember we onboarded together 2 years ago, and the numbers that you were doing back then, and then you grew to where you grew, and you actually exited your business this year. So I'm excited to learn more about what led to that.
So thanks for having me as well, brother. So my backstory is, this is Kerem. I'm a Turkish guy originally, as you said. 26 years old, just 26. In money Twitter, they would call me uncle now, but it's okay. It's okay. So I actually moved to United States 4 years ago with $300 in my pocket. No language, I didn't really know how to speak English. Still learning.
Really?
I mean, still improving myself, obviously. Yeah, I didn't really know how to speak English for sure.
Wow.
A few years ago when I arrived here. I started as a dishwasher, you know. I was a dishwasher in Vermont. It's living in my heart now. In Vermont, it's near to Canada. It's a super nice place. But anyways, long story short, I was a dishwasher, then a back server. I was improving my English as well. I was making $11 per hour. Okay. I was counting my money. Okay, today I worked 10 hours. Okay, I'm gonna make $100 today. I'm good. This and that. But that's the journey, right?
Yeah.
And I became a server. So in the United States, obviously, there is this tip culture here, right? So, and you are able to make some good amount of money if you are a good server, I would say, because you are selling stuff, you are able to upsell stuff. It sounds easy, you are just a server, but I was working in a good company, in good restaurant, I would say. We had good managers.
Yeah.
And I would say I learned my fundamentals from them. They were like, when a customer sits, first 10 seconds, you try to sell an alcohol first, because we have greater margins on alcohol and stuff. So that, I would say that was my hook in creative terms, right? That will be my hook. That will be my top of funnel approach and stuff. And also I was able to learn about American customer base as well. Throughout the day, I was having many, maybe some days hundreds of customers. A to Z, 7 years old, 80 years old, this kind of customer, that kind of customer. So you are able to see some patterns, like what do they like, what do they don't really like. What if I do this? Would they tip me well or worse, and this and that. So I was able to understand maybe the customer base as well. It was a good learning phase that I didn't know back then. But I was actually, I'm talking about this quickly because you asked about my background, so that's where I came from. Then I was able to save some money. I knew that I studied business. I dropped out on my last semester.
Really?
Yes. For some reasons, but then I was able to graduate anyways.
Okay.
But I think if I didn't graduate, it would be a cooler story.
Yeah.
Because when you are dropout, it's cool, you know. For sure, in business school you learn some things, but on the streets you learn the real stuff, real sauce, like actually doing the business itself, like going through that tough processes and stuff. You are able to learn. You need to burn some money, you need to have some headaches, as obviously, right?
And how did you get to the e-commerce from
so,
that?
I was gonna say, I knew that I always wanted to be my own boss. You know, it's my character, just like yourself, just like an entrepreneur mindset. I don't like getting orders from someone else, I would say. So I needed to be my own boss. I needed to have my own schedule, this and that. I don't mind working at the weekends, which we entrepreneurs, we work anytime. We can travel anywhere, anytime. We can work anytime as well in the weekdays, or it doesn't matter if it's morning or night. So I was looking for some methods to make money, especially online, so I could have this location freedom, financial freedom. I was obviously consuming already some contents, which led me to this idea. If I do e-com, especially I was even thinking to become a software engineer at some point, because you are able to work from computer.
Okay.
You get some boot camps, this and that. I'm glad I didn't. I haven't done it. because now in 2025, AI is replacing most of the software engineers. Please, I hope they won't get offended, but that's what I see. Maybe I'm not right. However, so in e-commerce, I was seeing e-commerce, like as I said, consuming a lot of e-com stuff and this and that. This was, I would say, 2-3 years ago. So I learned this method. You sell books on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a great starting point for me. As I said, I saved some money. I could be my own boss because I also had some friends close to me doing this job and they were making decent amount of money, you know, 5 to 10K a month, which was a good amount of money for me back then. Which is a good amount of money for the majority of the population. I have to say 5 to let's say 10K a month profit in your pocket. So I started learning how to sell books on Amazon, right? And I was doing it. I was doing this. I really like it. I had good profit margins. It was a straightforward. It was not really rocket science, I would say. But it also needed me to perform physically because you need to go to thrift stores, scan some books, come back home, pack them, list them on Amazon. Amazon have a lot of fees. So it was a good starting point. However, it was not needed, I understood. At some point I needed to change my business model. But I already saw on internet it's doable. It's possible. Like selling to these people. Through internet you are able to make money, this and that. Then I also knew my business partner, Emir. We were really close friends. We were really like brothers, which we still are. And you know my story, thanks to Shoot Out to Emir, my brother from here. You already met him.
Great guy.
You also met him as well. So I had a business partner back then. And we were like, okay, bro. So he was also looking for a way to come out of the matrix. Because he was also having his 9-to-5 job. He was looking for a way to go out. I also needed a better, bigger business model, more scalable business model. So we were talking like friends, you know, what would you recommend for me to perform, execute so I can become financially free, this and that. And we were like, okay, let's try to do it together. Because I had experience on Amazon a little. Let's say 6 months to a year. He had a little Shopify experience on and off. He tried some stores, which he mostly failed in a span of few years. On and off, he tried, he quit, he tried, he quit. So we started doing it together, right? Okay. But I had no Shopify experience before, not at all. Only I had some, as I said, like Amazon experience. I was a server, this and that. So on Shopify, we started doing it together. He knew this, I know this, so we were completing each other, I would say, as a business partners. And we started a few quick products. I would say we were consuming a lot of content. We were already buying some courses. First, we started doing reselling books together. So we could have a cash flow. And on that money, we were investing on ads to possibly find our very first product. We started in 2023. Maybe you remember, TikTok organic was very popular before this TikTok shop stuff, affiliate stuff on TikTok. So we were trying to test some products on TikTok organically to see if we could get some views. And if we could get views, we know it works. We could validate the product because organically, if it's doing well, you could run ads on it. And you could get some real potential customers and convert them, this and that. Okay. We tried 2 products. We didn't create product page for them, but we were only posting some contents that we record ourselves to see if we are gonna get some views, as I said. We didn't really get any views. Then we found this product on TikTok. We were just, searching some generic keywords, scrolling, maybe liking the contents, clicking on shop now on some of them. So and going through the to the checkout. So algorithm could show us some other brands or products
relevant,
like that. You know. So we found this product. For some reason, we believed in it because there was not many competitors. They were mostly doing TikTok organic, but not many of them were running ads on Facebook. So we thought, okay, this product we can it's validated already. Has good margins. As you know, it's in car interior electronics, I would say, and not many competitors on Facebook at site. Okay, then we created a page, like product page. It was a very shitty product page for sure. At the beginning, you don't know anything. You start,
with what you can.
Yeah, we just started. So let's say our initial investment was $3,000 to $5,000. That's it, $3,000 to $5,000. Created the product page, running some ads. We were getting ideas from TikTok organic posts, which had like, let's say 15 million views in the past 3 months. So there are some hot demands, but we didn't want to steal the content. And what we were doing, we ordered the product and we recreated this content, which got 15 million views.
Yeah.
Exactly same ourselves.
Yeah.
Like same hook, same. It was not a UGC kind of content. It was just a mashup style. Some audio at the background, some texts, and just showcasing the product, how to use it, 8 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And those kind of contents, even right now, like performing really well, as you know. But that's another topic. So we're recreating the content, like exactly the same, and we run ads to this. Like we created a creative on it, and we started running ads on Meta site, Facebook, Instagram. We created the product page as well. In the first few days, we were not really getting any sales or anything, but we were having some soft metrics, I would say, and we were not really spending a lot of money because we didn't know, right? We don't know what we don't know yet. We are still learning. And for a few times we wanted to quit because, as you know, initially you want to make some money, you are seeing some success stories, you want to make money, you consider yourself as a failure. But we were also always like, supporting each other. Sometimes I have low days, sometimes he has low days. Hey bro, let's keep going. Day and night we have been working. Sometimes we forgot to eat even. Like we forgot how to eat. Like we just work. Sleepless nights. We were getting sick because your routine is fucked. A lot of stress, this and that. But we wanted to really make it happen, right? Consuming content, buying courses, a lot of things. What a roller coaster it was. After a few days, we heard our very first cha-ching. It's a crazy feeling. I remember like yesterday.
It's a dopamine hit.
Dopamine hit. It's crazy, and it's never the same again. It's never the same again. So
now you disable the notifications. Disabled too many.
Yes, bro. So just enjoy the process, right? Because those days now, when I'm explaining it, I'm still like, wow, what a crazy story it is. Like what a crazy process it was. In our very first month, we were breaking even, I would say. So we didn't really have reasons to quit because we were not really super unprofitable. So it kept us on board. So we still believed in the project, but we knew we need to optimize more and more because we can see that we could see there was a demand, but we needed to optimize our offer, our product page, our creatives, this and that. So you can validate the product even more. After first cha-chings, a few days, no sales. One day again, some sales, 3 or 2, 4, whatever, still breaking even. So in our very first month, it was 2023 May. 2023 May. So in total, we made $2,500 in revenue. And as you know, we also have our Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
@Emiroglu. And I'm glad we did this. We documented all of our journey since the beginning because we believed in this project and we were like, okay, let's create a Twitter channel together and type down our highs and lows so we can come back and see. I'm glad we did it. 2023, 2500 in revenue, breaking even, maybe slightly unprofitable. Then we were consuming a lot of contents, right? We changed some of our creative structures and media buying strategies. Media buying strategies doesn't really matter, I would say, but creatives matters, obviously, right? Your funnel matters, your offer matters, because we know we have a good product and not many competitors. So we changed some stuff. Long story short, in June 2023, and don't forget, we started with 3 to 5K, still doing book sales on the side. We made 40K in June 2023.
So from 2,500 to 40K in
a
30
month.
days.
In 30 days. In 30 days. So we were able to now scale. We clicked. Something has clicked now.
Yeah. Mentioned like the e-commerce is one of those crazy business models where it's possible.
It's possible,
right?
bro. You can we 20 times we
Yeah,
grow.
it's
Like
like
we grew
20x.
to 20x,
Right.
you know? But it's not I'm not done yet. So
Yeah.
we were already feeling like crazy because a month ago we were projecting, hey, our competitors, we were looking at these, there are some apps which tells you your competitor makes,
like AdSpy.
AdSpy makes 40K this month.
Sure.
They're not 100% accurate, by the way. However, we were like, okay, they're making 40K a month. Let's say 10K profit, 15K profit. If we can make 15K profit a month, we are really good, bro. We'll be good. It sounded crazy to us. And next month, we were able to do it. Very grateful. But I know what it took. Like, we sacrificed a lot of things. Like, we didn't eat. We got sick sometimes. Sleepless nights, stress, this and that. This is long story short. 40K, 2,500, 40K. July 2023, 180K.
Wow.
Almost 200K in revenue, profitable this time. Because in that 40K, we were not really profitable again. Why? Because you don't really know how to manage your money because you never made this kind of money before. 40K a month. So you don't know the best product sourcing hacks. You don't, maybe your supply chain or your agent in China that you found is scamming you, charging you more than what he or she is supposed to charge.
No, you never dealt with these problems before.
You never dealt, you don't know. And no one is really showing you what to do and stuff. That's why you are investing in mentorships and coaches and this and that, because they know, so they can share their connections and stuff with you, so you could possibly do a better job, like lower your expense and stuff. But at the beginning, we didn't know. So 40K, not really profitable because you don't also know how to scale as well. Like, you don't really know your metrics, what's your break-even ROAS, when to scale your budgets, this and that. But we were a student of the game, learning, still investing in coachings, like to teach, to learn new things. July, 180K in revenue, crazy feelings, because one of our creatives, one or two, they popped up, they were spending really well, getting out of engagements. People are asking. Now we were learning some things about the game because one of our contents had a controversial hook. And we had a lot of people commenting to that sponsored ads, hey, this is bullshit, it never costs this amount of money, you are lying. So we
but
triggered
it prompted the engagement, which again pushed down the CPMs
and better ROAS, So now we were also able to learn from our contents as well. Hey, okay, we keep having new variations of this creative, change the call to action, change the hook, have the new versions so you can keep scaling. Meanwhile, we are optimizing our funnels, offers, try to have new bundle offers, a lot of things, right? So then we also started to see some copycats on Facebook ads, which also told us, okay, you are doing right, because you now already have some copycats. But they were shitty copycats, they were trying to steal our exact content, exact funnel, and try to see the same success. But no, we were already dominating the market because we were spending now 50K a month, which is not huge at all. But compared to them, they cannot compete with us, right? August, so 180K. I know you'll ask me some more questions, so I'm trying to keep it short. I'm not getting into details like how we met how we met you, because I know you will ask me some other questions. August 250K.
250K.
Profitably. Now we are dealing with agencies as well because we are scaling.
So that's the level where you actually started to bring people in, right?
Yes, because we were like
it's essentially fourth month of your existence.
The fourth month, like third month, fourth month, I would say, because it started with customer support management, because we were also doing customer support ourselves.
Yeah.
But the volume was too high and we were not able to like reach out to like answer every questions or problems, this and that, because we also needed to do a lot of
But a bit of off-topic question, that the fact that you did the customer support yourself, did it help you to understand your client more or find some angles? Or
for sure, at the beginning, for sure, because in any kind of like sales area, you need to understand your customer, right? And if they're having issues, and if they spend their time to write that email to you and they're angry, for sure that's an angle. You cannot just ignore it. You need to first make them happy again. And now what you learned from their anger, you just try to implement it. Let's say he has an issue or she has an issue with delivery times. Hey, you scammed me, I didn't know it took this long, blah, blah. Now you understand, okay, I need to be more honest, more transparent on my website about my delivery dates. So I could bring like build trust, and I won't have this kind of issues anymore, right? So you can learn how. This is just one simple example. You can say, I don't know how to set this up. Okay, now you on your funnel, you are still optimizing. You have a new section. 3 simple steps you can set this up, like this and this. Now you are having less customer emails and potentially better conversion rates, because why? You are learning from the best source. This is your customer, and he or she is giving you a feedback, right? So it really was helpful at the beginning, but the volume was so high, and it was a headache right now for us. You know, we were not able to answer them ourselves. So our very first hire was a customer support specialist. We trained her quickly. She was already experienced, obviously. We trained her and we delegated our very first task, so we could be back on track and focus on the real ROI stuff, like optimizing website, optimizing offers, especially creatives and stuff.
Okay, so getting back to like in the month 3 to 4, you started to onboard. The first one was customer support. So who else did you bring?
So we were also having these mentorship calls, this and that, because still we were making 200. We felt like our life is changing already, $200,000. But it's also brought us a lot of stress, because you don't know how to manage this money, what to do. And you try to be profitable, because entrepreneurship, it's about making decisions, right? We are making a lot of decisions every single day. So we did something right, obviously, leveled up, but now more headaches, more stress, because the money is bigger. You need to make good hires, you need to be profitable, you need to hire this, you need to still reinvest in the business, coaching. So we are still not getting even a cent into our...
And you're making like what revenue is 280,000? And you're still not taking out money.
180,000 and next month 250, not even a cent, because we were also living in the same apartment, you know. So our most of expenses are common, I would say. So we were just working and bare minimum. We live, we eat, sleep, work. No money in pockets, because we were reinvesting. We had to. That was our drive in ourselves, and I'm glad we did it. So, because also we were investing in coaching, mentorships, this and that. Most were not really helpful, but you learn new things from anyone, anyways. However, we also learned new things about info products as well. Like some we paid a lot of money, really. But didn't really learn anything. Some, it was based on low ticket MRR, like, you know, and they were giving you real sauce and stuff. But that's why you always have shots, and you are you are taking risks, because you are investing your money to learn new things. But 80% of them don't work, but those 20 which works can still change your life.
For sure.
So we were spending on ads as well. One of our mentors told us, okay, now you need to go omni-channel a little. You need to start Google Ads and email marketing as well, because you are now having enough data and you are leaving money on the table. Because you are getting a lot of people into your website, they don't convert all of them, and if you don't follow up them through Google Ads, through remarketing, retargeting ads on Meta, or email ads or SMS ads and stuff, you are leaving money on the table. So we also hired a Google Ads agency, email marketing agency. We spent a lot of money on it. We burned some money on especially email marketing. Then we found out they were not the best on the game. They were overcharging, this and that. However, we learned it in the hard way. And one of our mentors opened our eyes, and he told us, hey, for this guy you are spending a lot of money. And switch to Vex Media, he told me. Why I'm telling this, because the story led me here. Probably you were gonna ask me this question anyway, but what I'm trying to say is we are gonna come back to this topic. What I'm trying to say is we scaled really hard. We were not expecting to scale it that fast. So we made some maybe wrong decisions, but we didn't know how to do it any better. Because it was a crazy scale in a 4 months of spend. But let me finish in our 6 months at least. August 250K, September 200 something K, October 200 something K, and we were getting ready for
Black Friday,
Cyber Monday, and Christmas. November, almost like $500,000, like healthy profit margins. December we hit $1 million a month.
How did it feel?
Crazy, bro.
Like it's
shit.
Within 6 months.
Within 6 months,
you go from $2,500 to a fucking $1 million a month. How does it feel?
So in total, in 6 months, we generated almost $2.5 million with healthy profit margins, especially thanks to November and December. Hard to explain, man. How did it feel? In December, we had this deserved vacation. I remember we came here to Miami to celebrate. We were partying like crazy, in December, because we felt like we did all the work needed to be done. Offer works, ads work. We were only like scaling budgets. Agencies on track. We hired some people there doing their job. It was crazy, bro. We were, partying, having fun, doing sports, wakeboarding, this and that, a lot of things, crazy. And you are printing money. For some people, it's still nothing, maybe, but for us, it was crazy, Let's say we had a crazy night and slept super late, woke up around 11 a.m. at afternoon, check your phone, you are already $20,000-$25,000 in sales.
I remember you guys coming to our weekly calls and like, didn't even go to sleep. I was on a party.
Yeah, bro.
But if it works, it works.
But we were still coming to the weekly calls, right?
I appreciate it.
we for sure, we didn't. Okay, we did it, and let's fuck everything. We are not. We don't care anymore. No. We still know what was our responsibilities, but it was a crazy growth story for real, and felt unreal. As I said, that feeling I never forget. Like waking up, I'm just trying to open my eyes, peeing in the restroom, checking my phone.
We're being real here, huh?
Yeah,
unfiltered content.
Being real, bro. I'm just being real, So hopefully it can be inspiration for some people, some guys out there. It's possible, it's doable, as long as you don't quit. Yes, I know it sounds cliche, but I'm just trying to keep it short. Even my short version probably took 10 minutes. Hopefully it was a fun story at least. Still checking, $25,000. As I said on Twitter, we documented everything. They can see it's real, you know. And we closed some days with $50,000-$60,000. 30, like let's say $20,000 profit a day.
Yeah.
Crazy feelings, rather.
And you went like the overall results. You basically went from 0 to 6 million.
Overall, yes, in 2 years.
Yeah. And sold the business on top of it.
Sold the business,
which is freaking amazing.
So let me then finish the whole 2 years. This was 2023. Yeah. We finished it around 2 million. $1 million in December. Good profit margins. Again, I'm repeating profit because it's what matters. Profit. Still making, like out of nowhere from scratch, making 6 figures, $1 million a month in revenue. I think it's a huge thing from scratch, especially when you consider we started with 3K, 5K. We didn't have a real experience, this and that. However, at the end of the month, you are looking at your pocket. You know, for sure. After this December month, we finally got some money into our pockets. We deserved it. But still, most amount of the money we left in the business bank account.
Sure.
Because we knew next year will be tough or will be even more challenging. So we need to create new systems, invest in teams, this and that. And I'm glad we did. Why? Because it led us to exit our brand. So 2024, we were heavily investing in teams. We were delegating most of the stuff so we could focus on the real things, especially in creatives, I would say. Expanding our product line, expanding into new markets. Our product was really lucrative, I would say. We were selling to even Africa, bro. Africa. Let's be real, Africa, I mean, they don't really have a spending power, purchasing power, but this product was needed. It's a real problem-solving product, and we marketed in a good way, obviously. We had this branded feeling, this and that. And it helped us to scale through like worldwide. Singapore, Norway, Finland. We even, for example, launched a German store. Because we just checked and we felt like there is demand in German market, not competition. We duplicated our store, exactly same, just changed the language to German. Our creatives, exactly same, just changed the language in German. Run creatives to German market. Probably we cleared we did another nothing crazy, but $200,000 in revenue from German market in 3 months, 4 months, profitably. Then German customers were really they gave us a lot of headaches, and we thought
and those are not easy clients, bro.
I know, compared to United States, they have bigger expectations, but you cannot blame them because they have a great engineering, BMWs, Mercedes, so they have higher expectations whatever you sell or whatever service they receive. But anyways, we felt like we make them out as well. So we just profited some money, we left. We kept expanding our product line to other markets. 2024, I would say we didn't really grow because it's easy to see your success, but I wanted to grow really in a better way. But maybe we were stable, so we made another $2.53 million in 2024. Still have some margins, acceptable profit margins, and now we are looking for an exit. Because we felt like, okay, we make this product out. For sure, we tried some other products, complementary products, trying to get a higher AOV, but some other bigger sharks in the market probably saw the opportunity. We were having more competition than ever. So they were getting some of our market share, I would say. And don't forget, we still have 1 year of experience, still learning, but the game is getting more difficult, I would say. So it was right call, we felt like, to look for an exit. So we started searching the ways. Now we are still connecting with people. Hey, whom should I talk to? Exit my brand. It is like almost 2 years old. X revenue, Y profit. This product, I have this in like systems in place, this and that. And it took us at least like more than a half year to exit our brand. Almost a year, I would say. But we could have sold it way sooner. We rejected some offers because we also didn't know how to exit the brand.
For sure,
I mean, the game completely changed in 1-2 years, you know. We were like these two broke guys trying to make just 40 grand a month, $10,000 in pocket. Very grateful, but we really worked hard, you know.
For sure.
We really worked hard, brother. Otherwise, we couldn't make it happen, I guess, right? And this is now we have another challenge, trying to sell the business, talking to buyers, investors, having calls, having offers, feeling like crazy, dopamine hits like crazy, and no, we are not gonna sell this for this price. We want to get better offers. You are rejecting offers, this and that. But long story short,
the new investors are even bigger sharks.
Even bigger sharks, because you are opening your eyes once again. You are learning new things again. I mean, now you feel like you completed e-com game and now you are trying to sell your business, which is not true, by the way. You never complete e-com game because I feel these are still rookie numbers. Like, but at the end of the day, in 2 years, from 2023 May, and we sold our business in 2025 May. In 2 years. Right now, this is 2025 October. So a few months ago, we sold our business. In two years of time spent, we were able to build and scale our brand to almost 8 figures, I would say, from scratch. In total, we generated like $6-something million and sold it for multiple six figures, let's say. Crazy, yeah, bro. It feels unreal, you know.
Once again, congrats, man.
Thank you so much.
And let me ask you, like, how did let's step back.
Sure.
Like, with this whole experience, obviously going from like 0 to 6 million lifetime revenue plus the huge exit, like, what role did the email marketing play? You mentioned that you had some unsuccessful agencies before us. Then we came in. Like, how did we help you? What role did we play? And like, can you elaborate? Maybe the listeners who are listening to this, they're like thinking, oh, should I do this or not? Like,
yes, sir. For sure, good question. Again, I told you when you hit that 6-figure marks a month, now you need to do better. Like, you need to convert your potential clients, customers, as many as possible, so you are not leaving money on the table. Again, we were really inexperienced, and some of our mentors, coaches, they opened our eyes. Because again, you have this huge channel, Meta, right? You are spending money, hundreds of thousands, millions on Meta, and it's a great channel, obviously, even though sometimes it drives us crazy with their bugs, errors, this and that, but they still have no competitors in the game. So you are spending tons of money on Meta ads and getting thousands of visitors in your website. For sure, it's the nature of business. Not all of them are going to convert. 3%, 5%, 1% if you are selling high ticket. We were kind of selling high ticket, by the way. 1% conversion rate, we were really like super profitable. Because we also had low CPMs because we didn't have really high competition initially. And I think we did a good marketing, maybe. Anyways, but you are getting a lot of visitors to your website. Not all of them are converting. It's okay. It tells you something. You need to read the data. You need to check your heat maps. So try to optimize your product page because you are trying to see in what type, like, until which page of which section of the page they are scrolling, at where they're exiting, this and that, right? You always optimize. There's always a room for optimizing. However, that's one thing, optimizing your website. You can also optimize your funnel, optimize your add to cart page, this and that. But this is one thing. Also, you need to, even though like you have the greatest funnel, some of them still they're not going to convert because they're skeptical. There are some customers, right? Non-aware of the product, product aware, solution aware, problem aware, this and that. So because you are having a lot of different kind of like these are different stages.
Yeah.
And that's why you are also elaborating your ad style, ad creatives to reach out to each one of those stages. But they're coming to your website anyways. That's why you are trying to have a good top of the funnel page so you can convert them as much as possible. But again, even though you have the best funnel, best offer design, some of them not going to convert. It's okay. Nature of the business. So what you can do is, but they're hot leads, right?
Yeah.
They're hot leads. They are skeptical. Maybe you needed to build more trust. Maybe you needed to educate them even more. Maybe they're just looking to be targeted by you 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. This time it will click and they will buy. Because now you already seeded some plans in their mind. They checked your product. You did something right. They came to your website. Okay. So now what can we do? Again, we are already hitting 6 figures. We already validated the product. Okay. So just go omni-channel, right? Because you are already making out the meta channel. Go Google Ads. Do Google Ads. So you can retarget them. Or you could still get some cold leads, cold audience into your website and convert them. Or hot ones, you could retarget them through Google Ads as well. You could do SMS marketing, and obviously you could do email fucking marketing. Until then, by the way, I thought it was dead. Email marketing is dead.
That's what we hear from many customers.
Yes, because, and don't forget, I am a Gen Z. I'm 25, 26 years old guy. And even for me, actually, it's not that. Sometimes even myself, I'm converting if I get a good copy, like email, like good, nice copy, nice preview text, good design, good offer, this and that. But don't forget, you need to understand your target audience, your customer base. And in our case, our customers were mostly 35 plus men.
Yeah.
35 plus men. And they're old school, right? So they still check their emails, actually. Again, even for me, email marketing is not that. But even for them,
I'll make one secret for none of the people. It's that.
Oh yes,
still converts.
For none. Yes, bro. Especially if you are working with a good marketing agency who understands the game, like yours. Why I'm telling this for sure? Why I'm telling this? Because it's real, bro. It's real. Why I'm telling this? Because again, 35 men, you are not able to convert. Let's be real. Scientifically, it's easier to convert women.
Yeah.
Men, it's always like we are always more skeptical. Our brain works in a different way. I'm not bullshitting. It's scientific, right? So we needed some more good, better channels, not to leave money on the table. So email marketing. Again, we worked with another agency. They were overcharging us.
I remember you were spending like 5 figures on email alone.
Right? Almost 5 figures on email because we had retainer plus performance like at 10% of attributed revenue.
And you were mostly paying performance from just the automated flows, even not the campaigns.
Because we didn't know it back then. So when you scale like this, you are not learning everything in one day.
And then you fired there, you onboarded us. You managed to cut costs, I remember.
For sure, we fired them because we had this one of our mentors shoot out to him. He was like, no, why you are paying a performance bonus? It doesn't make sense. I know these guys. He referred you guys to me. I know these guys, they only charge retainers, and I promise they will give you, like, they'll deliver even better results. So that's how we got connected, right?
Yeah.
and we got this talk. We had this talk. You pitched your thing to us. Like it made sense, you know, because we were gonna pay less and probably gonna see better results.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it was one of the best calls that we did. Again, it's okay. Sometimes you learn it in hard way.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of new things, but we can talk until the morning.
I remember you guys were sitting at like 18%. Or something like that, and we managed to get to almost 30%, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like, you know, one of those rare cases when you actually decrease the cost of the service and increase the results almost twofold.
Yes.
So that
really glad for it, and let's be real. Sure. I remember this. That's right. We were with them. We were about 15 to not exactly like I don't exactly remember the percentage, but definitely it was between 15 to 20 with them. With you, even some months, I remember we saw like 32% of attributed revenue. Yeah. Which is, I think, like very healthy, very good. Yeah.
Without changing the attribution window, by the way.
Without changing the attribution window. And also, let me be real once again. I remember, because back then we had this bad a traumatic experience with the previous agency, right? And we hired you, and I was afraid, to be honest. If they can still, okay, we are paying less, but what if they cannot deliver? What if they cannot deliver? So I was maybe one of those customers who gives you headache back then, because I remember we signed up. In the first few weeks, I was constantly texting you or one of your managers, hey, okay, I know you are working on the new flows and campaigns, but we are still not like really seeing any results. And you guys were telling me, I remember, okay, we promise we'll deliver, just give us a few more maybe weeks. Because initially it's not, you cannot see results in 2 days, you know, because you were preparing, you were studying our target audience, maybe competitors, this and that, designed. You were asking me questions, we were maybe requesting some revisions, so it takes some time. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is to the guys who is in my shoes now, who is trying to scale their businesses and trying to look for good marketing agencies and stuff, it's okay if they don't, or if you don't deliver within the first few weeks. At least give it 1 month. After a month, it should be fine. Yeah. It was exactly the same.
That's a good point.
In our case, yes, because I think it's a good point.
Because like in reality, if you really want to do great job, tailored job, and don't use like templates and really make, you know, tailored work, it takes time. Because you need to research, you need to onboard, you need to, you know, prepare first flows, first campaigns. It takes a bit of a time. And typically when people are saying, okay, I need to like make return in next 2 weeks, we won't probably even work with these types of businesses because they're very short oriented, right?
Yes, and also when you really think like an entrepreneur or a businessman, it actually feels right if this agency need a little more time. For sure, it should be an acceptable time frame. But instead of, if you told me in 1 week I'm gonna deliver you a great results, it could sound too good to be true. If they are taking a little time, I could, now I know. Back then I didn't know, because I was this guy who is rushing to make money, inexperienced. Now for sure I'm growing, I'm learning new things. I did something, I've made something happen, this and that. What I'm trying to say is, if you are telling me it might take a few more, like let's say reasonable time frame, a few more days, few more weeks, it could sound more reliable, because I could be like, okay, I have this referral, I know their case studies, this and that, and I think they know what they are doing, so let's give them a little more time, okay? So I just want to say this out loud.
That's a good point.
Yes, sir. So we simply, lowered our costs with you guys. Saw better results, and it was a good it was a nice timing for us, because in August we fired them, hired you. It took us to see some results. Let's say a month. It took us a month to see some results. So starting from the beginning of October, we were seeing some results, and it was a good timing because Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas was coming. And then obviously Google Ads, like those investments, I'm glad we didn't put money into our pockets in August and September because we were investing in mentorships, agencies. We were even burning some money. It's okay, that's how we learn, right? But then it led us to make
1 million
almost
in December.
1 million in December because why? Let's say maybe we could check our numbers once again. I don't have a computer with me. I mean, I couldn't check it anyways because we exited the brand. We could check our Slack history. But in December, let's say we made $1 million. Yes, it sounds good. But it was not luck, right? Maybe $600,000 we made it from Facebook ads. 100K maybe from Google ads, and $300,000 from email. By the way, at the end of the day, they all work together. You need Facebook ads to because you need some leads. You need to get their emails so you can convert them later to email ads.
For sure.
But it's another topic for
and
sure.
And then insane return. Like it's, you know what? Like it took us like 2.5 months. Retainer was around $5,000.
Retainer
you
was
made 300,000. It's like what, 60x return.
60x return.
Yeah,
yes, and that's why you are the agency or one of our hire that we worked with most.
Yeah,
that's why. And
2 years almost, right?
2 years until like
yeah.
We sold May, like 2 months before May.
Yeah,
we needed to separate our ways because we knew we were gonna sell this and that. However, right now it led us to become friends. Right now we are doing this. We are working together next to each other right now, talking business, doing brainstormings, mentoring each other even some days, doing cool stuff. So when you are good at your job, I would say it's a butterfly effect. It leads to many good other things.
For sure.
For sure, brother. Very grateful. Very grateful.
Thank you, brother. Would you say there were any benefits of having well-nurtured email list when you sold the business? Were they looking at it as an asset?
Good question. For sure, it helps. Why? Because I learned a lot of things when we were selling the business as well. Because first, you only think from the seller point of view because you are the seller, and that's something that you experience first time. But I was having a lot of calls. We were having a lot of calls with different kind of potential buyers. We were able to understand their mindset, perspectives, what they are looking at the most. For example, out of topic, but one thing, and I'm gonna come to this topic. We had this mentor. I also always wanted to go to like enter Amazon as well, because it would be also another market that you could validate your product, even build more trust, this and that. Because we knew product has demand. He told us now. He told our mentor. It was a right call. He told us now we are trying to exit. So for the buyers, leave some room to expand, to grow the business. It would be our marketing like pitch, you know. We did this. We have this in system. We have these systems in place. You don't need to worry about this. We are already generating 6 figures every single month, even millions. Profit margins. We have this team member, this and that. But because they are asking you, they ask you a few questions. Why you are selling the business? What's your expected requested money, like amount, this and that? What's the weaknesses of your business? What's the strengths of your business? What other channels should we use to scale this and that? Blah. They already know actually. If they are investors, they are already in the game and they know if they are investing in your business, your company, your product, probably they already have some things in their mind. Probably they think you are a dump. You are a dump and they see the opportunity. Hey, I can scale this business from here to here. So that it's a good idea for me to buy it. However, we tried to just play it in a right way, and these was some of our marketing angles. And let's get back to your question. These were some extras, but I think for them to know and hear that our creatives are in system, like creative production process in system. Google Ads working flawlessly, smooth, in system, işte bringing us extra XYZ amount of revenue and profit every single month. Creatives, okay. Email marketing, there is a team in systems. They're getting us extra 20, 25, 30% revenue every single month. I think it was a tick in their mind, and so they were able to think further about buying our business, because it was another differentiator factor, because maybe they also talked some of the other businesses in our niche, but maybe they didn't have email marketing, for example. They
and
also
it's
didn't have
low risk asset, right?
Let's say low risk asset. Yes, very good definition. Low risk asset. Maybe we did some things right beforehand, but we still left some room for them to grow, scale. So it was a smart decision for them to invest in this company. But yes, we decreased the risk for them by making those decisions, signing you guys up. And you for sure helped us with results, so we were able to pitch the results.
Makes sense.
Without any headaches or without any question marks in our head. Because when you so it's the first rule of the sales, right? When you are pitching something, you need to look or be confident about your product, your service. So you were able to deliver results, and it made us maybe clearly explain everything without any headaches. So maybe we looked confident when we were telling them, hey, we have creatives in system, we have a good email marketing agency, and we have a good Google Ads agency. And even these small details affected their decisions, maybe.
Makes sense.
Yes,
Sense.
sir.
And I know it's getting long, so final question.
Yes, sir, please.
If the person who's still watching is, let's say, skeptical if they should even do email marketing or onboard with us, like, what's the one thing you would say what would make them consider us?
Good question. I'm gonna be super answer, just they should go for it. Why? Because again, I know you guys deliver, and consistency matters, right? Consistency. Let's also talk about consistency. What differs you from the, for example, previous agency that we fired? First, you really take care of your clients. We really felt welcomed, and we felt the value that you gave. Why? Because we were having weekly calls, not monthly calls or anything. Maybe some other agencies are doing this as well, but the previous agency, for example, that we worked with, we were not having weekly calls, for example. You have a clear path. You are giving real results and reportings. Sometimes things cannot work, it's okay. You are stepping up even as the owner or one of your top guys, your managers. They are stepping up, and we felt that you really care about us and you really try to solve our issues. Or let's say, these are small but important details. Let's say I have this idea in my mind, and we have this selection. Hey guys, let's implement this. Let's A/B test this. Within 24 hours, you get back to me. Next 24 hours, you take some actions. That's exactly why I hired you, and we are working together, right? And these also led to the real outcomes, right? These kind of actions. So nothing. Your success is not luck as well, obviously. I know you mostly work with. You are a killer agency. You have a killer agency. I know your numbers, whether you are doing what people think of you, this and that. It's not luck. And I also know